Yo, what's up YouTube family? It's your boy DONCOOZIE and back at you with another hot TikTok reaction video. Y'all don't forget to like, subscribe on your way in, especially if you're new to the channel and you're liking the content and you want to see more videos just like this.
They continue to track the breaking news right now that we are all following of this tsunami warning, and you can see just how far south it also goes as well to parts of San Francisco and beyond right there for these tsunami warnings, with a 7.0 magnitude earthquake near Eureka, California. Matthew Seedorf also saying breaking multiple earthquakes strike Northern California, including a preliminary 7.0 off the coast of Ferndale, California, and a 5.8 in Cobb, California. So again, we are monitoring this all here for you on live now from Fox.
Well, what's bigger than 5 million people off the Pacific coast needing to be warned of a tsunami? What's bigger than a 7.0 on the coast of California? And I got an alert on my phone this morning. What's bigger than that? Well, what's bigger than that is this. This is the Wanda Fuca plate. And if you take some time and look up the YouTube for Dutch Sensei, he's amazing at earthquake stuff and earthquake predictions, and he's been predicting, at least since last year, probably further back, that if we get large earthquakes on this Wanda Fuca plate, it's a big deal, and it's very, very dangerous. It could trigger something bigger, but it's a very big deal because it's a subduction zone, and this is a very fragile area. And he has predicted before that if you have big earthquakes in this Wanda Fuca plate area, that could trigger bigger catastrophic style stuff. So just make sure that you're keeping your eyes peeled, make sure that you're prepared, and most of all, make sure that you're saved and that you trust in Jesus for salvation. So anyway, just wanted to warn you, it's bigger than just an earthquake there, and bigger than a tsunami warning. It could be way worse. So, or at least it could get worse in the future. So just keep your eyes peeled.
Hold up, now y'all remember the black dude that came to California from Atlanta a few years ago? I want to say 2 years ago, and was telling everybody in California, hey man, it's a tsunami coming. It's a tsunami coming. Well, what did he say? Did he say tsunami or earthquake? It's a major earthquake coming, y'all. I think he said tsunami though. He was like, man, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. God gave me the word. He told me it's coming, it's coming. People didn't believe him. Yeah.
Okay, so here we have the new ATMs here at the UVA Credit Union in Berkmar in Charlottesville, Virginia. Looks like they're made by Hillsong, with a thing that looks kind of like the buildings there in Wuhan, China. This looks like a bar to possibly scan your license plate or your vehicle. Down here we have ID card scan, I assume for vaccination cards. Over here we have a palm vein scan, which looks like possible microchips. And so what they're going to do is they're going to require mandatory vaccinations for all Americans and all of your children. And if you do not, comply with them, then they are not going to allow you to have access to your money. They will take your children. You will not have any kind of benefits, but they will give you the option to opt out, to give you free will to make this your own choice.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That sound like some Mark of the Beast type stuff, though.
Trust me, watch this.
In Glen Rose, Texas, they've got a river running through town called the Paluxy River. Back in 1908, the river flooded, ripped off a 2-foot layer of limestone and moved it 20 miles downstream. Underneath was another layer of limestone, so it's no big deal. But that layer underneath had contained hundreds of dinosaur footprints. Roland Bird was in charge of the group of guys digging out the tracks, and he reported there were 15 to 20 inch long, clearly defined human footprints with the dinosaur tracks. One of the best human tracks still had the dermal ridges, like the fingerprints on the toes. You could see them, they were extremely clear for the first few months. We sell castings of one of the human tracks. It's a size 24. The man's stride between steps was about 6 or 7 feet. I would rip my britches every time trying to do that. They sawed one of the tracks across the toes, Looking at it endways, you could see there were depressions where the toes had squeezed the mud down, distorting the lamination lines. These are not carved in, they're not erosion marks, they're compression prints. Quite obviously. This guy said, finding dinosaur and human footprints together would counter evidence that humans evolved long after dinosaurs. I agree. And would back up the claim that all species, including man, were created at one time. I agree. It sure would back up that claim. They don't want that claim.
If you like Christian content, follow or subscribe to see much more.
Man, what would you do if you found out dinosaurs were still real and alive and walking around today? Do you think there's a place on this planet, on Earth, I should say, that dinosaurs still exist? Maybe an island out there, maybe a hole in the ground somewhere.
All right, so apparently the assassin who carried out the execution of United Healthcare CEO left a cell phone behind before he made his escape. The cops seem pretty excited about this. I mean, I have to say though, does anyone else think this wasn't on purpose? It's either a burner phone that he left behind or it contains false information designed to lead the police on a wild goose chase. This guy clearly planned on getting away with it. He used a silenced weapon to minimize the number of witnesses, and he had an escape plan that seems to have worked so far. I mean, what do you all think? Was this lost cell phone an unforeseen error on the assassin's part, or was it all part of the plan?
That is crazy.
So we got green lasers, we got running water. What about solar and lunar light?
Whenever you apply quartz to a power spot, whether it's in nature or it's on the human body, you're going to amplify the energy there. Gold is understood to be literally, not metaphorically, a crystallization of the energy field emanation from the sun. Silver is the literal crystallization of the energy emanation of the moon. They found that virtually every biological pathogen would be killed by silver. And they show you over a period of a few months them regrowing the entire fingernail.
No way.
Absolutely.
Y'all don't forget to never just go with what you hear or see in these videos. Never believe everything that I see in these videos. Always use your own discernment. Always do your own research. Always. And always remember, don't fall for the boo-boo, man.
This one's crazy. Out of all the UFO footage I've seen, I've never seen something that looks like this. Look at that. It looks like one of those deep sea jellyfish with the lights in. What on earth are we looking at? I'm just waiting for this AI. It's AI.
Now I really just want to know. I want to know what each and every one of you think that's watching this video. Do you believe that these are UAPs? Like, do you believe these are real aliens? Do you think these are demonic spirits, or it could be the angels? Or do you believe that this is just Project Bluebeam, you know what I'm saying, BB, what we've been hearing about all this time? If you don't know about it, maybe you should go do a little due diligence and, you know, check it out, man, because I ain't gonna lie. It's very, very interesting, especially with these times that's going on right now. Remember, it's going to be 2025. Go check it out.
Y'all know how they said there were aliens in the ocean, right? And now all these UFO sightings coming up out of nowhere, and they're clear UFO sightings, right? We might want to run it back with that lady who saw something on the plane. Y'all know the one who was like, that motherfucker's not real. Her? Yeah, we may need to have another discussion, because what did she see? Because the camera never panned to like the back of the plane. Like, we didn't see what she was looking at. What was she looking at? Maybe that motherfucker was not real. You know what I mean? Maybe he wasn't real. I feel like we need to run it back. Like, I got some questions now. At first, the video was like, the video came out at a time when everyone was acting crazy on planes. Like, everyone just acted like they had no goddamn home training. So it was easy to dismiss, to just laugh and dismiss. But now I'm like, what if she was trying to warn us? Like, what if Miss Girl really did see something and we all laughed at her?
Real talk. Now y'all remember all them, you know, them other videos I showed y'all. Like, every now and then I'll put a few videos, I'll put a few clips of the mask, you know, the skin mask. They look like real people. Man, I just try to, you know, spark a little, you know what I'm saying, a little extra thinking power, man, because like I say all the time, I don't want to tell you what to think. I'm just trying to teach you how to think. You know what I'm saying? Show you little stuff to kind of, oh, what, you know what, that makes, you know, kind of make your mind wonder a little bit, make you think a little, you know, a little deeper.
Y'all do know that mermaids are not just in ocean. Now, in my last video, when I was telling about the lady who had got taken by mermaids, this happened in a river, in which I am fully aware of, because y'all be thinking y'all clocking that T and y'all not. If I'm telling the story, sometimes I might say the ocean, I might say the river, but this story was intended to be about the river, which a lot of the time, people who live in smaller villages, all they do have are rivers. And within these villages and these places, these people practice a lot of black magic or voodoo. And these places are where people tend to the mermaids, bring them offerings, work with them, etc. That's why you usually hear stories about people who went to fetch water, especially children who went to fetch water and they disappeared. Nobody heard anything, nobody saw anything, they were at the river and then they weren't. So yes, mermaids can be in rivers and in oceans. My warning was not for the people in the villages or the people who are aware of that type of creature. My warning was for the people who don't know about that type of creature. And then when you go out of town, say you bump into something mysterious that you have never bumped into before, and you don't know what to do with it, well, now you know.
I mean, little something to make your mind wonder, that's it.
No, everybody did not know that you can watch what somebody's doing through their TV and their Wi-Fi box and their baby camcorders and shit. Everybody did not know this, bro. And here's the thing, we in the age of Aquarius. A lot of us have to admit we're just learning and becoming aware or even caring. Some of y'all I swear y'all been doing for 10, 15 years, but y'all probably just wasn't the ones having those conversations. Regardless, however we get around to it, if I can walk into a stranger's home and connect my YouTube or connect my phone to your smart TV, aka controlling your TV, let me just make it clear to everybody watching this video. It is very possible for me to use the camera on your smart TV and on your laptop to see what is going on in your living room in your home at night at any time I freaking chose. Now, I'm going to be very, very intentional and conscious with these words. I don't want the app to think I'm an invader. No, but come on, we know, we're learning, we're becoming aware as a collective that there is no such thing as privacy. And it goes back to, well, when do they get to use and invade this privacy? And who's the governor of it? You know, it's not a matter of just normal people doing this. There's this access and this information, this technology has been around for a while. So who's been using it and for what matter? Or do we even care type shit? Do we even care?
Pay attention. Man, I'm telling you, boy, what they say, technology will be man's downfall. Man, what they say, just throw it all away, you know, Wi-Fi, box, cables, shoot, a laptop, all of it, even a cell phone, man, man. I know it, this just sounds, man, like, it's crazy, ain't it? Man, think about how easy and how quick you can talk to somebody on the other side of the world. Nowadays, you don't even got to travel. You can go on YouTube and watch other people record, you know what I'm saying, and show you a whole nother place that you probably never go, you know what I'm saying, maybe that you dream about going to, but you're maybe not, you know, like that's crazy. Talk to somebody all the way on the other side of the world, man, within seconds, just like that. Man, it's crazy. Technology, and it's only getting more and more advanced, and you know, the more advanced you get, the more that they, you know, start watching and listening to us, you know what I'm saying, you know, try to control us, you know, spy on us, if you catch my drill.
FBI warns iPhone and Android users to stop texting. China is listening to you. This is as of today, like 16 hours ago, reporting out of Forbes magazine. Just want to remind everybody that your phone was probably made in China, and if they were all worried about that, we wouldn't have Chinese phones. Make some silicone chips at home, boys, and we'll buy your phones made here, right here in Canada or the United States. Until then, China, thank you so much for your attention. For us TikTokers, there you have it.
Man, that's wild.
นี่ยังใหญ่เลย น่าจะติดที่อะไรแล้วก็ตายจมน้ำตาย อันนี้น่าจะแค่ครึ่งท่อนหลังนะ ตัวอะไรครับเนี่ยอนาคอนดาใช่ไหมตรงปากทางเข้าแยกฮอนด้าจะเข้าวังปลาหมอนะครับ น่าจะครึ่งท่อนหลังหัวไม่รู้อยู่ไหน
That is crazy. That's a big boy. That's a big boy. Now that there, man, I just want to ask you something. Do you think that is AI, or do you think that was some real footage? It looked and sounded like some real footage to me. But there was some people in the comment section, a lot of people saying that was AI. It's getting so hard to, detect and to be able to, tell if it's AI or not these days, which is getting crazy, and it's only going to get more and more advanced.
My dad had 2 sons and 3 daughters. Well, my little brother drowned when he was 2 and died. So I was the only one to carry on my name, my granddaddy's name. All right, I had Meek's kids. Now, if my 2 sons marry black women, have kids with black women, and then their sons have kids with black women, and just go a step further, their kids have kids with black women, their sons. 50 years from now, the only men that can carry his name through history is going to be black men. And that's the irony in the thing, that he hated black men so much, but it's very likely that they'll be the only men that can carry his name through history. Without them, his name dies off.
Well, ain't that so?
Hey TikTok, so I wanted to join in on a conversation about black people being the original inhabitants of America, which we are. This lady right here, she was born on the Oklahoma reservation. She was Seminole and Choctaw, which makes me Seminole and Choctaw. A lot of these white people that they have on these reservations, that land does not belong to them. That is our land. We are the original people of America. We are the original Indians. Did y'all know one of the main reasons that Dr. King and Malcolm X were assassinated was because they were going to release information to the public and prove that we were the original inhabitants of America? What do y'all think we didn't land on Plymouth Rock? Plymouth Rock landed on us meant. And I talked to a lot of my peers and they just casually mention like, I'm Cherokee, or I got a little Indian on my mama's side. They don't understand that this is our land. Some of our parents forgot who they were, and we're remembering. We are in the age of information, and a lot of this shit that they teach us in these history books does not make sense at all. But yeah, my name is Silverwater. This is my great-grandmother. And we are Indian. And a lot of you black people, a lot of black people that look like me, y'all are Indian as well. So yeah, black people, what y'all think? Y'all ready to wake up?
Well, I ain't gonna lie, you could just think of it like this here. What color are the Indians in Africa? And you see them with the kind of some similar or even more like You know, it's different, it's unique, different type of headgear and how they, you know, the dress. You know, when I say the Indians and that, I mean the tribesmen. They, you know, got a history. They go way back, bloodline. They go way back, even before you probably heard of the Indians in America. These people were very, very advanced. Do you think these people never left Africa? Let's make it make sense. That's crazy. You don't believe it? How many of you don't believe this, man? And why? Why? You know, you know, some people just don't care, you know. I mean, it is what it is. You know, we passed that, you know, that's in the past, but you know, them bloodlines, everybody want to be able to trace their bloodline and their lineage, you know, all the way back, you know. That's what's really important to us, man. Some people think it's just about color and race and us claiming everything and all this and that, but it is what it is. It got to be some truth to it, because look at today. I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of people like to, you know, in different races want to try to be like us. They don't want to be us, but they want to be like us in a way, you know what I'm saying? And then you could, it's proof, hip hop and every genre wants to do a feature with a hip hop artist, you know, somebody in every genre. Just think about it though, hip hop run the world right now, even though it's not good, you know, what they talking about, but just the proof is in the pudding. That's all I'm saying, man. And I'm not saying everybody wants to be like us. It's some of every other breed of people that want to be like black people. Let me know what y'all think about the video. And like I always say, it's your boy Koozie. I'll catch you in the next video. I'm out. Holla.